The news that Rolls-Royce, one of the last great British manufacturing firms, is to get rid of 9,000 employees is tremendously grievous and upsetting. These are not just figures. These are 9,000 people who've spent years gaining the skills to do the work they do. They've built up over a long time, no doubt, savings. They've taken out mortgages. They're supporting families who rely on them. And simply to think in detail of those 9,000 individuals, those 9,000 families, and what will now happen to them is tremendously and actually heartbreaking to anybody who thinks about it and anybody who's concerned about this country and its people beyond the end of his or her own nose. This, I'm afraid, is the sign of much of the future for this country. So much economic damage has been done by the government's unwise and disproportionate actions in strangling the British economy for weeks, a throttling process which still shows no sign of coming to an end. And so much more damage is being done by the spending of non-existent billions on keeping people who are not able to work because the government has banned them from doing so. I have never seen in all my life, and I've seen some very foolish things done by very foolish people, a government make such a grievous mess of anything. And when the time comes for us to wake from our strange slumber of fear and whatever it is, complacency that keeps this going, and when we look back on it, we will be astonished we allowed this to happen. But for the moment, all I can say is people should very much wake up from whatever it is that is keeping them from protesting and objecting, and call as loudly as they can for the end of this shutdown of our economy and the end of this house arrest, and to bring us back to something like normal. The normal will never come again, as soon as we possibly can.